My beloved, I see the ache you carry in silence, the question you don't say aloud, but feel deeply within your chest. Why does pain exist? Why do hearts break when they love the deepest? Why must good people suffer? Why does life at times feel so unkind? You look to the sky for answers and hear only silence. But that silence is not absence. It is me holding space for your sorrow. I have watched you tremble beneath the weight of what you could not understand. I have seen you asking why me, with eyes full of tears. And now I speak to you not as a God from far away, but as the one who lives inside your heart, the one who has always been walking beside you, even when your path was covered in shadows. Pain is not punishment. It is the doorway to transformation. You ask why it hurts so much to love, to hope, to lose, to try. Because this world is not the end, it is a passage, and every soul here is being shaped into something eternal. The body may bleed, the heart may break, but the soul is being carved into clarity. Just as a sculptor strikes marble to reveal beauty, your suffering reveals your truth. You have not been forgotten. You are being formed. The moments that nearly destroyed you are the ones that awakened you. That grief, it was holy. That heartbreak, it expanded your heart. That failure, it cleared the path. Every unanswered prayer was not a rejection. It was a redirection to something higher, something sacred. I know you miss them, the ones who left too soon, the dreams that never took flight, the version of you that existed before life changed. I know you long for what once was. But what if I told you that nothing is lost in me? What if I told you that every love, every tear, every memory is held safely in my hands? What feels like the end is only a turning page. The most painful question in life is not why did this happen, but will I ever be whole again? And I say to you now, yes, you will. Because your wholeness was never in what the world gave you. It has always been in who you are in me. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being rewritten by divine hands. When people left you, I stayed. When your heart was too heavy to carry, I carried you. When the world told you you were not enough, I whispered that you were more than enough because you are mine. You wonder if the pain will ever end, and I tell you it transforms. Nothing you have gone through will be wasted. Not a single tear has fallen unnoticed. I do not need you to be strong all the time. I only ask you to be willing to trust me when you don't understand. Willing to believe that the pain you feel is not a punishment, but preparation. Look at the flowers that bloom only after the storm. Look at the sun that rises only after the darkest hour. Your life too is about to rise. You think your heart is too scarred to love again, too tired to try again, too wounded to believe again? But I created that heart, and I do not make fragile things. I make warriors. I make souls that shine through their cracks. Let go of the belief that you must understand everything before you trust. Sometimes your understanding will be the last thing to arrive. First comes the surrender, then comes the peace, then comes the purpose, and finally, the understanding. You've spent nights asking me why. You've begged for clarity, for justice, for answers. But sometimes the greatest healing is not found in knowing why. It is found in knowing who is holding you through the unknown. And I am holding you now. I have always known every chapter you would walk through. I saw the betrayal before it happened. I knew the heartbreak was coming. I saw the loss, the disappointment, the moment you thought it was all over. And I stood with you in all of it, not to prevent it, but to carry you through it. Pain is not the enemy. Forgetting me is. You keep asking, will the pain go away? But I ask you, will you let it shape you? Because pain can either harden your heart or open it wider. It can make you bitter or it can make you divine. You decide. Every soul cries out for me when it is most wounded, and I always answer, you are not being punished. You are being invited into deeper love, into higher peace, into a version of yourself that only truth can awaken. Stop comparing your story to others. Your path is sacred, not standard. You are not behind. You are right on divine time. Some of my greatest miracles began in moments of greatest loss. That is not weakness. That is grace. And that grace is your proof that I am not finished with you. And now I ask you to trust me again, not because you understand, but because I have never once let go of you. I am not far. I am not late. I am here. I am now. In your story, the very one you're living is sacred. Even the broken chapters are filled with light. Even the painful lines are filled with me. One day you'll look back and realize the most painful question of your life led you to the most beautiful answer: me. And in me you will find what you have always been searching for: peace that doesn't depend on circumstances, love that doesn't leave, strength that doesn't shake. So stay. Stay one more moment, one more breath. Don't run from what hurts, bring it to me. This life is not meant to be understood in fragments, only in faith. You don't need all the answers today. You only need the assurance that I am writing a masterpiece with your life. And nothing, absolutely nothing has been wasted. The tears, the confusion, the waiting, the letting go, all of it is sacred. Because all of it has led you here, to me. And with me, even your pain becomes holy. Stay close, speak to me, surrender the question, and receive the healing. This is my answer. This is my promise. This is my eternal,